Thank you for joining us again. In our second segment, we're going to talk about engagement and talk about the resources that we have here in the district to help you and your children. I'm going to turn this over to Rajneet to talk about the resources that we offer our students in a tiered type of structure.
So the district has made it a priority to support student mental health for the last few years, and especially going into next year. Currently, we have 2 programs that we contract with to provide therapeutic clinical support, which is a level higher than what we can do in district to our students. So right now we have a 3-tiered mental health support and social emotional support in the district. We have our guidance counselors, non-child study team members, which involve school social workers and school psychologists. We then have a tier 2 level, which would include our BRIGHT program, which Trina will talk about in a little bit. And then our tier 3 program at the high school is through Effective School Solutions, or ESS, where they get the most intense therapeutic support that is necessary for a student to succeed and access learning. We also have added additional counselors and social workers across the district who can provide student groups and social skills groups as well.
So can we visualize this as a pyramid with ESS being at the top?
Correct.
Serving how many students would ESS serve?
So ESS currently is only at the high school and serve approximately 18 to 20 students that have the most needs. So that is the most restrictive support, we would say, where that is students have the most need in order to access learning. Our tier 2 support would include therapeutic support, including therapy for students and family support and therapy, and that is weekly, and would also include collaboration with teachers. And again, I'm going to defer to Trudy a little bit more about that. And our tier 1 support would be, again, collaboration with family, teachers, meeting with students, doing some counseling, those student groups, more group setting, sometimes around specific themes, which I'm sure Lindsay can talk a little bit more about.
All right, so let's get into that then. So the BRIGHT program, how do I access that? How many students do you serve?
Sure.
Give us an overview, please.
So with the BRIGHT program, again, it stands for Building Relationships and Inspiring Growth and Hope Together. We really work to provide a level of support to both general and special education students. Really, the point of our program is to be able to service those who are in need of various levels of support, whether that be to connect students and families with community resources or community providers. In the school level, we may look to put in place certain groups and things like that. We also work really collaboratively with educators, and so with teachers, and with those support staff that are highly involved with students. And it's really a huge point with our program to be able to work collaboratively, to be able to meet the needs of the student.
And at the school level, as Rajneet mentioned, we as the counselors and will partner with our case managers. We also have a student assistance counselor, Ms. Hernandez, who works with our students. And through the years, we have offered groups, so we will run groups such as stress management, anxiety, for a small number of students, and then partnering with our families to connect them with outside resources if that's necessary.
I think another group that's really key are the teachers in the classroom, right, the instructional level. And so working with programs like BRIGHT, like ESS, they also do a lot of professional development for our teachers around trauma-informed instruction, building relationships, a nurtured heart approach, all things that really teach teachers. You know, math is extremely important, but if you're not building that relationship first, that child's never going to reach that academic success, right? So I think it's also starting at that level, and then it's, the counselors, BRIGHT, ESS, of course, they're that first line. And then building off that, we have social emotional learning programming in all 3 of our buildings, whether it's Responsive Classroom at Sharon, or Character Strong at Pond, or the Positive Education Initiative, or PEI at the high school. We have dedicated time built into the schedules in all 3 buildings to develop those relationships, to get students thinking about flexible thinking, resilience, mindfulness, all of those strategies that we know are so important today. And then Rajneet has done a lot of work around executive functioning and tying that as a K-12 program with teachers piloting that work as well. So I really do feel that it's not just going to be in the counseling department or with these programs. It really starts at that classroom level too.
So beyond just the human support that we have, because we know sometimes students don't feel comfortable talking to other people, we do have a therapy dog program in the district that we've had for a few years. COVID sort of slowed that down a little bit, but that will be coming back and hoping to be expanded over the years, so our students can also have that therapeutic support as well.
Fantastic. And as I said before, always reach out to us. We're here to help you and your children succeed. As Dr. Tu pointed out, you need to be able to have the emotional support before the instructional piece can come into play. So please reach out to your teachers, your counselors. We're here to help. And again, thank you for watching.